Alright guys, so welcome back to the next episode of my Let's Play, and I have done just a few things, but before we get to that, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support on the last episode. I genuinely really appreciate it. Um, you know, I'm just so happy with the way that it turned out, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed it, even if it wasn't a super crazy episode. I mean, fighting Wither and then working on over there. Yeah, I don't know. It was just nice, and I appreciate all the love and support I got on that one, and hopefully we can continue that going forward. And you may notice, I don't know how noticeable it is, but I have a bit of a new like mic setup, I suppose, a bit of a new sound system. So I'm just giving that like a little test. This is like my first actual use of it, and I'm hoping that everything sounds good, and that you guys do like it, because if it is good, then this is what we'll be using from now on. And I don't know, I just hopefully it comes out good. I haven't really given it like a good shot yet. I've done just a little bit of like testing here and there, but nothing like too crazy. So this will be my first like actual use of it, and hopefully it all works out well. Anyways, so today's episode we're doing two things, and the first one is we will be working on this pond here. It's looking a bit sad. It doesn't look very nice, in all honesty. So we're gonna be working on that. In that chest just right over there, I have some supplies for us to work on it. Some coral blocks, and some other stuff to go on the outside as well, because because we are gonna work on the outside and make the outside look nice, which means we're gonna need to move my beacon here, and put it in a new spot. I haven't quite decided where yet, but somewhere. And then we'll also probably move this portal and figure out a new spot for that as well. And we'll kind of finish off this little path right here and make it look all cute. And then our next task for today is the villager trading hall. And you're probably looking at me going, didn't you already say that you were going to do the trading hall off camera because of how tedious it was and how boring? Yes, I did say that. But I finished off all the boring bits. It's now completely full with villagers. Most of them haven't been locked in with a new job. Like all of the new librarians here don't have a job yet, except for one that I think I did make Riptide. Yeah, this one, I made it Riptide 3. So we're gonna get some more villagers, well, some more locked in jobs. We're gonna finish those off at some point. I'm not too worried about it right now because all of the like actual villagers we do need have already been done. But we got some fishermen because we do have our spider XP farm that, you know, drops string. So I thought trading some string would be pretty useful, though obviously all of my levels and healing I've just been doing from trading with the farmers here. So it might not be all that useful, but I thought why not? Might as well get them since we're getting more villagers. Got some Fletchers, some cartography guys. Cartographer. Yeah, cartographer. So I got just a few of those because they're not going to be too useful for me. And then we got a bunch of clerics that we can use for a few different things, such as getting redstone, trading zombie flesh, and getting bottles of enchanting. Bottle O enchanting later on if I ever need it, though it probably won't be too much of an issue, but, you know, we'll have it just in case. And you may notice that I am missing a few different types of the villagers, and that's just because I don't really need all of them. But if I do, that is when the building for this comes into play. So I said that today's episode will consist of working on the trading hall. and this is what I mean. So I am not a big fan of the way this looks on the outside, even if we look at just the added little extra bits I put here, such as the stairs and the spruce slabs there. I just don't think it looks very good, in all honesty, and it's a bit of an eyesore. I mean, in all honesty, the whole bit after my bridge, just right behind the portal here, everything after on this side is all kind of ugly, in all honesty. But I want to fix that. So we're gonna be building a complete, like, frame, I guess you could call it. Something to hide everything on the inside. I'm gonna probably make it 2 stories, which will mean I'll probably have to put some stairs in the middle here. And then on the second story, we can put anything else that we want, such as more villagers if I ever need. I'm probably going to put a bunch of chests up there as well, so that all of the stuff that I trade with the villagers, such as the melons and pumpkins, can all go up there. Emeralds as well. It'll basically be like a storage hall, but not really. So pretty much that is what we're going to do. We're going to work on putting our little outer frame along here. I do kind of have like a generalized idea for what I want to do, but I think I'm just going to leave it up to free will to see what I can come up with as I'm building. So I'll need to do a bunch of resource gathering and so on for that I just haven't gotten around to yet. So I'm going to do that after I finish the pond. So since this very much needs to get done, how about we just pop a quick little time lapse for the pond. Okay, so here's what we're rocking with so far. Let me free cam it. It's very cluttered, and I kind of like that. I think it really actually suits this quite a bit. Like, it seems to blend in really well, and I really, really like that. So, I used some coral blocks and some like of the like coral reef. I'm not sure what they're called, but some of that coral stuff. And then I put some like rocks around here using deep slate, cobble, and a bit of tuff as well in a few spots. You can see like right there. I am going to build some more like in the water, but there is some parts of the actual pond itself that I haven't completed for a few different reasons. But we'll get to that. And then on the outside, I have some trees, just some of the azalea trees that you get when you bone meal the ground, like these things. So I have some of those, and I'm not going to keep all of them. I think it just feels a little bit cluttered right there, so I think I'm going to get rid of one of those. And I'll probably get rid of one of these ones right beside me, and I'm going to build some custom trees. But I am running out of a bit of time for me to record today, so I'm going to have to split this recording up into a few different days. Oopsies. So I just kind of put those ones there as kind of like a little land marker for me to know where to do it later. But let's get a few different angles on this. Yeah, I am liking this. So I haven't figured out where I'm going to put the portal yet. So the portal will move, but I haven't thought of where I'm going to put it yet. So I just decided to leave it there for now since we're not even finished terraforming the rest. Oh, I forgot to say, I also put some bamboo around as well and some leaves to kind of mimic bushes. The bamboo, I just wanted to add a little bit more height around here. I just remembered as well. So, I did end up actually getting, I only got one right now, but I want to get more, some fish. I want to get a few different fish. They can escape through over there, but I'm really hoping that they won't. I suppose we'll just have to see. But if they do, that it is what it is. I can block it off if I need to, but if they escape, they escape. It's not like they're that hard to obtain. Back to the portal. The portal will be moving, and because for a lot of my portals, I I like to build nice big buildings to go along with the portals. I just don't like leaving them like this. It seems really plain and boring, and I like working them into builds. I'm gonna need a spot for me to actually put it and build. So I'm gonna move it somewhere else. I just don't know where yet. Anyways, so there's something that I wanted to show you, something I'm super excited about. So, when I went to go get the coral, I remembered that there was a coral reef over at the Badlands, which I had showed in a previous episode. But we're gonna show it again. Just wait a moment. So, when I went to go over to the Badlands to go to the coral reef that was over there, I hadn't explored all of the coral reefs. I had only explored about one, just because I was like curious about how it all looked. And I got over to a different one, and it was just stunning. So let me go show you. Okay, so I'm just standing on a bit of coral over at my Badlands area. And the thing I want to show you, the thing that is genuinely so pretty, is just underwater here. So, if we just go underwater and get a good view, just look at this. Oh, it's stunning. Because I genuinely just could not believe how pretty it was with the little like particles right there and stuff. Like it just makes it feel so magical. And I wasn't sure what these pillars were at first. I thought they were coral, but they're not. They're just stone. But with the way that the fog works and so on, it genuinely just looks so pretty. And you can't even tell how beautiful it looks from up here, and then you go underwater and it's just stunning. I don't know. I thought it was so pretty. I had to share. Um so every time I come back to get coral, I only take coral from this side and completely ignore all of this because I don't want to touch it. It's so pretty the way it is. If you get too close to it, it's not quite as nice, but like from a distance, if you just want to admire it, it's super pretty. And when I got here, it was night, and I forgot to bring a bed with me. But luckily, I remembered that way up there, by that portal, I had a bed up there. It's not the portal that I actively use. It's the one that I wanted to use because the view from up there is just really pretty, so I wanted to use it. But every time I would come through, I would actually spawn a new portal over there, so I just decided to leave it. But I had to climb all the way up there to get to my bed, and that was really annoying. So I think we're gonna have to kill the dragon soon so we can go end busting. I was trying to save it for as long as possible, but as we're slowly starting to expand everything that we need, and we're trying to get just walking everywhere is a little bit annoying, especially when we're going up giant hills like that. And I mean, it's kind of my own fault for putting the bed all the way up there when the portal I use is right here. But an elytra would be pretty nice if I do say so myself. So at some point we are going to definitely have to go kill the dragon, probably within the next 3 to 4 episodes. We'll kind of see how the pacing goes. Okay, so it's a new day, a new lovely day, and we're starting on the next part of the project. So first, I'm just gonna show just a few changes that I made to the pond. So I went and grabbed a few more fish, both from the coral reef, and then I just went over to the little pond river thing just over there and snagged a few fish from there. And then I also added in this dock here. So I just added a little simple dock. Nothing too crazy, nothing too insane. Just because I wanted it to be pretty simple since this area is already quite busy. And then I built a few custom trees, just some simple ones. We've got one right there, one right there, and then one right there. And then I also added in some wheat just kind of around here. You can see some peeking out in some areas just to kind of spread out the green a little bit and just add a little bit more color into it, since a lot of the color is underwater and not above water. So I just thought adding a little bit of color above water would look pretty nice. And then if we go back over here, I did flatten out the mountain, flattened out the hill a little bit. I went and snagged some stuff for us to work on the trading hall. So we've got some quartz, a bit of other nether blocks such as basalt, warped wart block, warped stem, got some diorite, a bit of spruce, some stone, deep slate, and some tuff. And we're gonna build a nice, fun, pretty, and functional build just kind of surrounding the already existing trading hall. The inside isn't going to change too much from the design that we currently have it as, just because I do kind of like it like this, pretty simple, pretty easy, but I will change the outside pretty drastically, and I'll probably adjust the inside just a little bit, but not too much. So yeah, I guess we can get on to a bit of a time lapse for working on the trading hall. Okay, we are all done with the building, or I shouldn't say we're all done, we're mostly done. I've been doing this for too many hours, to say the least, and I need to stop. So we're gonna split this up into 2 episodes. So here's what it looks like. Let's just get a little bit of free cam so you can see it from afar. This is what it looks like from this side, and we'll just move over to one of the sides here. And this is what it looks like from this side. So I am very obviously still not done. You can see that I don't have anything going on right here. So that looks kind of goofy like that. I didn't notice that before. Gonna have to adjust that. But yeah, so we're not completely done. I'll show you what the inside looks like. Obviously, not done, considering the dirt stairs. This is what it looks like from the inside. Pretty spacious, a bit smaller than the downstairs, which is both nice and made it easier to build. So yeah, we're gonna do some more detailing on the outside. We still have a bunch of stuff that I want to do on the inside. I think I have a generalized plan on what I want to do on the inside. But yeah, so I had a time lapse going for I think about 2 hours. I was working on this, and I did not really have much of a plan. I had a plan for kind of the base blocks that I wanted to use, but other than that, I was really just going into it and seeing what I kind of came out with. And there are some changes that I would like to make as I'm adding in. Oh, hello there. As I'm adding in the details. But other than that, I am pretty happy with the way it looks. I like the little indents here, and I'm going to keep those, but I'm going to add some stuff on the outside that'll kind of give it a little bit more, kind of like a 3D effect. I mean, it's obviously 3D, but like a little more variation. So I'm going to do that as well, which is something that I like with it being the second floor being pushed in a little bit. I definitely like that for just adding that more variation. So that is what that looks like so far. And like I said, obviously we'll add more to it in the next episode. But yeah, so that's what that looks like. Just gonna fill this in. I needed some cobble and I didn't have any, and I noticed there was some on the top of my little hill here, so I just kind of stole it. There we go, all better. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to do a bit of terraforming around here, and I'm gonna make some adjustments to the way that the outside here looks, and then I'm gonna connect the path that is by the bridge there up here. So I'm probably gonna bring the hill out a little bit like this, or I'm just gonna kind of cut it there and then so that it's flat here and then goes up to the hill here, which shouldn't be an issue, or shouldn't be too much of an issue, because where is it? Our pumpkin and melon stuff is quite a ways back, so I can cut all of that off and it will be fine. So we're not too worried about that. But yeah, so there's still quite a bit of work on it, but like it's definitely nice. It's a different style than the village over here, but I kind of like that. I think I'm gonna have different sections of the city or village or whatever be kind of different styles, or just make a lot of the builds be different. I mean, we can see here that this is a bit darker, and then we have a bit of a lighter build, and then this is definitely a mix between light and dark, but definitely goes more towards that dark kind of vibe. But yeah, so that's that, and I think that's also where we are going to call it for today's episode. I don't know how long it's gonna end up being after I finish editing and stuff, but yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy, and subscribe if you aren't already. It helps me out a ton and I genuinely appreciate it. And I want this world to be collaborative. So if you have, or as collaborative as it can get with viewers. So if you have any build suggestions that you want to see in here, or you have a question about this world or anything like that, you can leave that in the comments and I will answer it probably in the next video. And yeah, I'll see you guys again very soon, hopefully, and we'll finish off the trading hall and we'll work on some more stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching.